Alrighty, so as you guys saw by the intro, we are finally playing some Black Ops 7. I know I tweeted out that I was going to be playing the campaign first, and I still plan on doing it first, but I did kind of skip a little bit and play some multiplayer too, just because I didn't have time to stream campaign. Hopefully I will be streaming campaign later tonight when you guys are seeing this video. If not, it'll be the next night, but I do plan on playing campaign very, very soon. I'll also touch a little bit on zombies here as we play, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of what we're rocking so far and kind of what I've been doing in the multiplayer. So as you guys saw in the intro, I am working on the snipers first to get the camos. I think I'm going to try to do multiplayer mastery camo first and then zombies and then campaign, but we'll see how it all plays out. But starting, with our tradition here, we're going for the gold camo and the diamond camo first on these snipers. I got one of them done. We're going to be working on trying to get this guy today, the Shadow SK. I do know that this bad boy is a pain in the ass to use from what I tried in the beta, but we're not going to worry about that. That's at level 43. We're not even going to touch that right now. What we are worried about is the Shadow SK. Also in the background, I've been doing the launchers as well. My friends actually wound up getting the launchers diamond and gold first. I guess they were trying to do it to avoid the whole flak jacket craze that was going to come once everyone unlocked it, which is to be expected. I wound up getting the arrow pretty easily. This one isn't too bad, especially the double kills I don't think are going to be too bad. This thing though, dude, this might be the wackiest gun. It definitely in the game. It's debatable for COD history. This thing is so goofy. I'll do a whole another video on it, probably my next video, showing you guys the quick scoping that I've been doing with this thing. But this thing for the double kills, I'm not looking forward to. It has not been easy. But without further ado, I'm just going to hop into some quick play here. I have no classes really made up, nor do I have any that I would recommend. I've kind of just been using what I have sniper-wise and just getting some kills. Even with my sniper that I have equipped, I don't have the best attachments. I think I have one ADS attachment, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so getting into this, overall, I'd say the reception on Black Ops 7 has been pretty mixed throughout the community, especially between the certain game modes. Obviously, I can't really place an opinion yet on campaign or really zombies because I haven't played too much of zombies outside of survival, so I'm going to keep my opinions on multiplayer intact here, but in terms of multiplayer, I've been having a blast. This is legitimately some of the most fun I've had on multiplayer in a while, and it's a combination of camo grinding, but also just the game feels good. I mentioned back in one of my beta videos that they were actually going to be removing skill-based, or at least making it easier, and so far it is definitely noticeable in these games. You saw me just drop a Bloodthirsty there. When's the last time I've done that, dude? I've been ass at Call of Duty for a long time. Okay. Alrighty, well, as you guys just saw, Steam wound up crashing and then going down for 15 minutes. So we're back. I was in the middle of talking about how much I love the multiplayer so far, and Steam was like, yeah, not for much longer, man, get off. I believe I was talking about how the skill-based has felt, and there's definitely some lobbies where I'm getting absolutely slammed, but then there's some other lobbies where I'm finding guys that just aren't that good. It's just a toss-up. It is what it is. The matchmaking has been really fast as a result of it. And again, the matchmaking experience is just more fun. Some lobbies feel great, others I'm getting slammed. If I'm getting slammed, I'm allowed to cherry pick or stay in for a challenge, and vice versa. It's a nice organic feeling rather than something that feels very algorithmic, and it's good. Overall, the matchmaking has been a blast. I also thought that some weapons were going to be super overpowered at the start of this game. There's definitely some that I think are pulling away from others, but I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people are quick to always, go on Twitter and say this got to be nerfed, this has to be fixed, it's going to be a one-gun meta for competitive, which I do want to see more variation in competitive. But honestly, I think the weapons right now are pretty good. I haven't ran into anything that's been too busted. And of course, the thing that I like using the most, the snipers, also feel great. I can't wait for them to add a few more, but overall, the snipers have felt really nice so far. I also just realized that I was using the wrong sniper that I said I was going to be using. We're going to be using this bad boy right here. I think we have to get one shots on this. I was too locked in after the game reset. So yeah, all that to say, I have really enjoyed the multiplayer so far in this game. I'm excited to grind out the mastery camo. Like I said, I think I have the hardest challenge to do still with the double kills, utilizing that arc laser beam rocket launcher thing. I'll show you guys more of that in the next video. You can kind of quick scope with the thing. It's super goofy. I don't really know exactly what's the best way to utilize it to actually get double kills. I'm sure when Nuketown comes out on Thursday, I'll be able to get a lot more double kills or just get them easier. But for the time being, it has been really hard. I think I've only gotten like 2 or 3, and that's when I didn't even have the challenge unlocked for the camo. So that thing's been a mess, but hopefully it'll be a little bit easier once Thursday comes around. I got to tip it to one of my friends. He already got that thing diamond. I really don't know how he did that, but good on him. So yeah, in terms of multiplayer, I've been having a blast. I'm super excited to keep grinding out the camos. Like I said, sniping feels great. The red guns from what I used in the beta and a little bit so far starting multiplayer has also felt amazing. So it's just overall a great experience for me. In terms of campaign and zombies, I've played a little bit of zombies, just playing the survival mode, both in the beta and a little bit on the launch of the game. I haven't dived in too deep. I just kind of used it to test out some settings and whatnot, especially when starting. That's actually the only reason I started playing multiplayer already too, is because I was trying to test out settings for recording and streaming before I hopped in the campaign and had to wind up doing all that, you know, while live. Like, that was just not the wave. So I hopped in and played a little bit of zombies, and I'm super excited to continue. I know the Easter egg boss fight right now is super hard from what Twitter's been saying. I watched the tutorial on how to do the Easter egg. It doesn't look too bad, so I'm excited to kind of do that solo and then probably do a run with my friends as well. I think this year I'm definitely going to try to get the calling cards before directed mode comes out. I can't believe I just won that gunfight. What the fuck? Like I was saying, I think this year I'm going to definitely try to do the Easter eggs before the directed mode comes out. I don't know when the directed mode for Ashes of the Dam is dropping, because I feel like Season 1 is coming up here relatively shortly, and I thought it kind of dropped, you know, shortly after the first season, which I imagine they drop it on the first season, because when the first season comes out, there's also another new zombies map coming out. So I don't know how they're going to do it. All I know is that I can't lie, that decoy almost got me. All I know is that I want to do it relatively soon, and I know that the boss fight is pretty hard. So hopefully someone finds some cheese strat, or I just got to really lock in and get good at that boss fight. That way I can do it before the directed mode comes out. In terms of the campaign, I should still be streaming that tonight, hopefully, if I get enough time allotted. I got a ton of stuff to do for my finals coming up, and then my job and my other job as well. I got some work that I got to catch up on. The internship that I have to do right now is pretty easy in terms of work for tonight, but if I can get all of that squared away and whatnot, I will actually be able to stream some of the campaign. If not, like I mentioned earlier, I'll just stream it tomorrow for you guys. The campaign is what I'm really iffy on, because I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about it. Some people saying that if you like the story of the Black Ops series, you're gonna hate the game. Others saying that if you know, like crazy gameplay, it'll be fun. Other people are saying if you like crazy gameplay, it'll be bad. Like, just a ton of mixed opinions on it. I've seen a little bit of it so far, and I'm trying to stay away from spoilers, but to me it just looks like kind of over the top and crazy, which is what I expected when they were showing stuff in the trailer. So we'll have to see how that plays out. I don't want to like dive into it too much, because I do kind of want it to be fresh. But either way, you know, other people's opinions aren't going to change how I feel about it. I'm still going to play it. I'm still excited for it. I got to be honest, this Shadow SK is actually nasty. Like, I did get a few hit markers in the arms, but overall I thought this thing was going to be pretty bad at one-shotting. It's not bad. The ADS time is a little bit rough, and I don't think that I actually got anything to help with that, nor is there anything that does help with that. But dude, overall that thing's pretty fun. I gotta, you know, try to get some more attachment to see how well I can get that thing working. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my first video on Black Ops 7. I'm trying to do something a little bit different this year, where I just kind of have some more, like, I guess, like uppityness or some more fun or some more pop to the little like intro montage that I throw together. And obviously I'll do the same thing with any like little montages that happen mid-game or like mid-me yapping. Last year I started to do it a little bit, but this year I kind of want to harness some more of that just energy that I used to love about Call of Duty, with the no copyright sounds, soundtracks playing and all that, and just like that earlier montage music and stuff that I grew up with. I always strive to find that again in COD, and because this Call of Duty is like super fun to me, and I feel like it kind of has that same vibe with some of the pop and the flair and the bright vibrance to it, I kind of just want to bring that fun back into it. So we'll see how it plays out throughout the year. I don't know if it's actually going to be apparent or not, but I figured I'd mention it at the end of the video if you guys wind up sticking around. But yeah, just thank you guys so much for all the support on every game that I've played so far. The Doom series was a ton of fun. I can't wait to go back and play the DLC for that, as well as the DLC for Doom the Dark Ages when that comes out. And I got a few other games that I want to play throughout this year in between COD. But right now it is full Call of Duty camo grind mode, because when Season 1 comes out, we're going to have all those weekly challenges, which I have to do again. I'm going to try to do them all this year. Maybe not the ones for Warzone, but I'm going to try to do Zombies multiplayer and campaign. We'll see how manageable that is throughout the year. But again, thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.